All right. So section 4, label goals. Let's talk about what we're working on for the label. So I want to talk about it in 3 ways. I want to talk about it in terms of this week, this month, this year. If I think much bigger than that, it's going to drive me crazy, right? So when I say this year, I mean 2017.
I don't even know where I'm going to be sleeping tomorrow. What are you talking about?
Oh, you know exactly where you're sleeping tomorrow, unless you meet a nice lady.
Well, I try not to rule out anything.
Okay. Well, so in the next week, we're going to release another Freeform Fridays video, right? You're recording your Escape from Ignorance today. Are you going to get that out this week?
That'll be out tomorrow.
So that'll be out tomorrow. Okay. So that's another thing to find, and this video will probably get posted as an individual clip later, so make sure I have a link to it, and I'll put it in the description. Yeah, and then what else are we doing? We're going to finish up the contract for the MC Overlord. We're going to look at that. I'm going to modify it a bit. We've got the other one with Cody. I don't even know what they're calling that project, but it's going to be really interesting.
I haven't gotten any terms for that yet.
Yeah, we're going to have to put together the terms for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we're working on this week. That, and I still got to edit more Freeform Fridays. Doing a weekly video upload is just brutal. And I do them with multicam. You guys saw, how many cameras did we run on that last session?
5?
6.
Maybe 6. No, 6, yeah, counting the...
Because it was the 3 Sonys, the GoPro, that's 4, and then your 2 DSLRs. And that'll be so fun. Didn't you shoot in the wrong frame rate at one point?
Yeah, for maybe like half the show.
Great.
So that'll be some fun little editing for you.
I'm excited for that though, because I felt like that was really good coverage. Like it was a really nice stage, and it was a stage that merited the 6 camera setup. So I'm hoping that cuts together really well.
Right, and I've come off of the I want to slip my wrists over my own performance. How did it sound to you guys?
Sounded great.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good sound mix. Like you guys felt like you were on top of it.
Well, we're good at faking it. Okay. So now over the next month, what are the goals for the next month? We really need to get a website put together. That should be a month.
Website, get all the rest of the business stuff in place.
Yeah. All right. And then and we'll see what's coming up after that. I can't think of anything else that's midterm goal like that. And then for the next year, for 2017, I've got some interesting plans. We've got this podcast we've just started today, so we're going to continue this through, and this will be a daily upload. But
a daily upload.
It's a daily upload, but it's a weekly recording. So we're going to record these once a week. If you guys can't make it, you can't make it, but you're always invited. It's going to be a weekly recording, and I'm going to record and release the whole thing on as soon as it's ready, just the whole podcast, and then also do daily clips. So each of these sections, that's why we do 7 sections. So there's 1 section for each day. So there's that, and then we're also going to start the making of Freeform Fridays on the Jazz Destroyers channel. If you guys are familiar, because we all work on it, but for anybody who isn't familiar, just search hashtag Freeform Fridays, and you'll get the videos on the Jazz Destroyers channel, because that's the hashtag we use for it. And there's a lot of gear. Like, even looking in the cameras, I'm sure you're like, somebody out in YouTube's like, oh man, Don's got a lot of stuff, and I do. And so I think it'll be interesting to walk everybody through exactly how it's made and what's used, especially what's used, because that'll be good for YouTube search. People are really interested in which guitar I'm using, for example. Or they're not, but they're searching for that guitar. And so that's the idea. So, yeah, so that's about those are the 1-year goals. That, and I mean, I have metrics goals I'd like to see, right? Like, I'd like to at least be at 100 subscribers on the label channel. I'd like to get the label up to a couple hundred likes on Facebook if I can, that sort of thing. But I'm not setting those in stone because it'll just drive me crazy. All right, what's next?